The YMCA Osh is very valuable, as is the Early Years Learning Centre next door. It's a one-stop shop for families who are all working, so they can drop their child at school from 6:30 in the morning, because if they're working or commuting far away and it's an hour's drive, they know their child is safe, they're cared for, they've got breakfast, they've got friends, they've got activities, they've got a say in what happens in Osh. And so when they then go off to school, when it's time to leave Osh in the morning, and then we've got a great relationship between teachers and the Osh staff to make sure our vulnerable students who may not be able to get to the right place at the right time, they all communicate and have that relationship together, because we're on the same site. And then of course after school they might be back into Osh again. After school they then get a chance to run off a bit of the energy. If they've been sitting and learning all day, they get a chance to have a snack and refuel, and they're warm and dry and cosy in this environment. Oh, well, when I walk through, I can see the educators, Sonia and Denisha, the leaders and the team, they're asking students, look, today we're going to be studying, and they have a theme or a topic that relates sometimes to school events, or it could be NAIDOC or any of those, a seasonal event, and they'll be asking the children, look, we've got some ideas, but what are your ideas? And they gather those ideas, and then you see them come to fruition when the children are working with the educators, because the educators have planned and resourced these wonderful activities that support the children. We talked about, that was my idea, and the kids can articulate that with you. The Y can add an extra layer on top of what the school does. We do that reading and writing and maths and so on, but there's a development of the whole child, and I think you can certainly see the development of the whole child, their interests, safety, topics of concern, things that they do address throughout the Osh program and holiday program with excursions and things like that. You can tell the people who work in this Osh want to be here, they're passionate about the kids, and they do that very well, very well. If the other schools around, my colleagues said, who do you have for your Osh? I would unreservedly say, well, we've got the YMCA, and I would recommend them highly. And they have asked me, and I have done exactly that. So absolutely, it's a no-brainer.